I'm Debra, and I'm with Kathryn Hall of Hall Wines, a beautiful winery in Napa Valley, and one that's becoming more beautiful by the minute. So you have a big construction project going.
Oh, we have a huge construction project going, but it is, you know, it teaches one patience, I think, and the most important part is done. We've got the production facility, which we actually just got a LEED certification on for being responsible.
Now, you came to Napa Valley in kind of a fun route. You were U.S. ambassador to Austria. Did you drink a bit of wine in Austria?
I drank a lot of wine in Austria. I enjoyed it. I actually come from the wine country. My family, we were growers, so I grew up there. But then I left and went to Vienna. And actually, when I first got there, I really didn't know Grüne Veltliner before, and it's changed my palate somewhat for white wine. I love that wine.
How do you think having lived in Europe, tasting the European wines, changed your view of wines, winemaking? What did that bring into your winery style?
Living in Europe and drinking European wines a lot while I was there sort of gave me a great appreciation for the importance of being able to age a wine. We make wines that are fresh and wonderful. I believe a great wine is great the day you make it. It just changes in time. And so all of our wines, I think, really age beautifully, but we put a lot of care into that. We want to make the tannins such that you can drink it if you have what we call a California palate, or that can be drunk 5-10 years later and appreciated for the complexity. You know, I mean, if you don't have really a lot of different flavors and a lot of care in making the wine, it's not going to age well.
What do you think the trends are in Napa Valley at the moment in terms of wine style?
I think the California wines and the Napa Valley wines are being made increasingly to be drinkable sooner, and by that I mean that I think that we're making tannins that tend to be softer and more approachable earlier. Also, that we have this sort of we use extended maceration, we use a cold soak so we can extract more of the fruit tannins. And I think when you asked me about the difference between European wines and how that affected my palate, one of the things that has really struck me is that I think what we can do in Napa Valley is make a Napa Valley wine. It's not a French wine or not a European wine. I think it's equally great. It's just great in a very different way because we have this sort of complexity that we can put into a wine because of the wonderful terroirs and the variety of the terrain and various other factors. At the same time, we have that beautiful sun and long hang time on the grapes. So we can sort of offer, I think, wines that tend to be fruit-driven, but not fruit-controlled. Wines that are elegant and balanced, but also remind you that you're drinking something that comes from fruit.
So you're on a beautiful property, wonderful, idyllic location. What is your favorite time to drink wine and where?
Outside. I love the weather in Napa. You know, the thing that helps us get this wonderful fruit quality in our wines is also makes the lifestyle there so lovely. Same, you know this from California. You know that area so well, and I think sitting outside, watching the sunset, enjoying the beauty, it's a rapture for me. I really, really love it. When I was building my house on the vineyard, one of my house is on one of our vineyards there, and we were fretting we have this another great architect, and he was doing all this, was this right? And a friend of mine came over and he says, you know what, it doesn't even matter what the house is like. The important part about being in Napa is this. Look at the valley, look at the hills.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.